Preloved Chica, passion for fashion. Well, a very warm welcome to the Preloved Chica show on Blab. This is my first ever Blab. I've actually participated as a guest once a while ago. Didn't really know what was happening, but I thought I would give this a go. So please forgive me if you're expecting something else. This is really me talking about my passion. So basically, what I absolutely love to do, and I've loved doing this for years, is shopping in charity shops, secondhand thrift stores, and finding fantastic clothes. Absolutely fantastic. Welcome, Steve. I'm just looking to see who else has joined us. So welcome, Steve and Sabrina. Okay. Wow. Sci-fi funk. You've got a question. Go for it. While you type your question in, I'll just tell you a little bit about how I got started. So at the beginning of 2015, and it was because of this. It was because of this little message, which is in one of my, I've got it in a frame, picture frame. It said to begin. And I thought, well, I really love secondhand clothes. Why don't I just broadcast to YouTube using Google Hangouts? And that's what I did at the start of 2015. And basically 55 shows later, one show a week, it's really taken off. Okay, then. So Steve, Sci-Fi Funk has asked, 70s disco clothes, any value? Well, I don't sell clothes. I'm not selling clothes. I'm just sharing my passion for clothes that have got a bit of a history, that have got a story, that have been around the block, have been to fantastic places, and maybe have been passed on. I'm sure there are some people who would love to collect 70s disco clothes. I've probably got a couple in my wardrobe. It's one of those things. Anyway, so I literally got this message on my calendar that said to begin. And so I started this YouTube show, and it's every week, and I do different things. So sometimes I'll have a guest to come on and they'll talk about clothes that they've bought. And when I first started it up, the whole idea was to build a community and to get people to come and share their clothes with me so we could have some fun along the way. And that never really took off on YouTube because it was really more of a entertainment type thing where I'd be just showing and talking about the clothes. For example, okay, so this is how it works. So, look what I bought the other day. Literally, I did buy this about 3 days ago. It's a pair of leggings. And they cost me £2.50. That's probably less than $1 US currency. And, they're gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous. I haven't worn them yet, but I did try them on this morning. And wow, actually, they could be seen as 70s disco. Maybe not. I don't know who's owned these before, but, it would be lovely, actually, to find out a little bit more about who owned them. And I don't know if you've come across this thing called book crossing. We've got it in the UK. And the idea is that you read a book and then you take it to a public place like a pub or a restaurant, and you release it back into the wild, and you can write inside the book your name and what you thought about the book. And, I was thinking, wouldn't that be a great idea if you're going to give clothes away, to actually put a little label inside the clothes saying, where you've worn them, what you like about the clothes and why you're giving them away, all those kind of things. Maybe you've got too big for them, or perhaps you've lost a lot of weight. I don't know. So that's something I've got in the back of my mind to do that going forward. But that would be a huge venture. I'm not sure how I'd start that. But my whole thing is I love clothes, but really my favourite clothes are Preloved. And my wardrobe is bulging at the moment. And what I'm doing, I'm in the middle of cataloguing the clothes that I've got there. And what I will do with all those clothes. So I'm going to put them all on Instagram just as a reminder of the clothes that I used to own, because what will happen is I'll have them for a couple of months, maybe a year, and then I'll take them back. I'll recycle them, pass them on to someone else, you know. So Sabrina, you're mentioning it's pretty good clothing, wearing secondhand dresses. Of course. Let me just show you this dress. I've just been with a friend today and I gave her this dress because I thought she would like it because of the colour. And she doesn't like it really. It's not really her thing. So she's brought it back today. And literally, I am really happy to give this to anyone that gets in touch with me and send it to you, you know, because it's not really my colour. It's gorgeous, mind. So there we are. So this is a dress that I've given away and it's now come back to me. Can't give it away. So what else? Well, last year I had a fantastic experience on one of my Preloved Chica shows. I had Billy Bragg as a guest on my show. Now, if you're not in the UK, you might not know Billy Bragg, but he's a musician. He writes lyrics that are a little bit revolutionary, if you like, but, you know, he's quite famous here in the UK and abroad. You know, he tours America as well. Anyway, he came on my show and he was talking about his pearl snap cowboy shirts that he loves. When he goes on tour in the US, what happens is he actually has lots of time in between gigs and he goes and finds all the thrift stores. And he's got so many of these beautiful, beautiful cowboy pearl snap shirts. I didn't even know about those. He was very passionately showing these and sharing them on my show. It was a couple of months back. So any of these shows, go and watch them, go and check them out. They're all on YouTube. Just got to search for Preloved Chica. So anyway, that was something that I was very proud of last year. It was a coup getting him to join me. And this year, I want to throw the challenge open to anyone that's listening or watching the replay. Why don't you come on the show? You know, if you've got something to say about secondhand preloved clothes, I'd love to hear from you. Okay then, so what else is there? Well, the other thing to say is that there is a competition at the moment for Valentine's Day. If you go to a website called loveyourclothes.org.uk, and if you post a picture of an item of clothing that you love, that you've perhaps brought out of the wardrobe, you know, taken the dust off it and you've brought it out again and you're wearing it, or just something that's really special, take a picture of you wearing it, post it all over social media with the hashtag wear the love, that's the hashtag. And you might win the prize, something like £250 worth of vouchers, and the winner is going to be announced on Valentine's Day. So I think that's a absolutely great competition. And loveyourclothes.org.uk is a good website, because if you're curious about the whole recycling movement, then that is definitely the place to go, because in the UK, honestly, 35,000 tonnes of clothes are dumped into landfill, and that's just horrendous. So I am on a bit of a mission to try and encourage people to buy secondhand clothes, wear secondhand clothes, share secondhand clothes with each other, with friends, and see where that takes us. So that's really about all I was going to say in terms of the show. And I want to experiment with Blab. I'm recording this, so hopefully I'll be able to use it, probably post it onto my YouTube channel as well. But, you know, what would be fabulous, actually, for me, would be if you would like to join me and come and have a chat about the kind of clothes you buy, because some people will say, never, I would never, ever, ever wear secondhand clothes. And I would like to know why that would be. You know, what's the problem with it? And there probably are all kinds of different reasons. But to me, it just makes your outfit so much more unique and so much more exciting. So yeah, definitely I would recommend. Now look, Catriona, Kat, I'm going to invite you to join me. I think you are a bit of a Blab fan, aren't you, on the quiet? This is my first one, so here we go. Come and join me. There we are. While she's coming on, let's find out. YouTube, by the way, is now offering polls so people can actually ask questions on YouTube videos. Hello, Kat. I can't hear you. You're muted. Sort your mic out. Anyway, so yeah, they're having these polls. So what it means is that you can ask questions of your viewers. You can ask them, like I've got a question on one of my videos. Would you wear secondhand clothes? Yes. Sometimes. Yes, always. That's me. Or never, never, ever, ever. And I'm sure that's a few other people. But I want to know why. What is it about it? Oh, Kat, your mic's not working. Oh, never mind. Another time. It was lovely to see you working hard at work in your ACT office. I'm very impressed. Yeah, so it's something that I'm curious about. And what do you do with the clothes you get fed up with? All right, what do you do with them? I mean, I have already mentioned, I just bundle them all up, take them down to the charity shop and pass them on to someone else. But please, whatever you do, don't throw them away. Even if you think, oh, they're really tatty, no one will want them. If you take them down to, if you're in the UK, charity shops, then they'll sort through them. And quite a lot of the clothes that perhaps won't go to the shop, they'll be turned into rags. Some of them will be exported to third world countries. So they're still valuable. So I didn't realise there's so much that can be done with clothes. We've got to keep them out of landfill sites, I believe. So that's my mission as part of this whole Preloved Chica thing. Although I have to say, I've always done it. I've always dressed secondhand. What I've got on today, secondhand. My actual necklace, secondhand. My plaster, not secondhand. I fractured my radius. A bit unfortunate. But I'm quite enjoying wearing this plaster with the dragon, Celtic dragon tattoo drawn on it. But I'm looking forward to it coming off because I've got another 2 weeks. And the problem is I can't drive. So I'm having to be chauffeured everywhere. But that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. Okay, so Kat, let's see if you can come in now. There you are. So the other thing, oh, lovely.
I'm on my iPhone now.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here because it was going to be very sad me being all on my own for my first Blab.
That's why I thought I'd come on and help you out.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So, I can see, oh, Timothy has joined. Welcome, Timothy. Well, if anyone has just joined, Biohazard Sperm just joined, welcome. And also Michael Prescott, welcome. You've missed my proper show, which was the first 15 minutes, where it was all scripted. We are now just shooting the breeze right now until I close this Blab down at 2:30 GMT. And that's about now.
Yeah, well, there was just one of the reasons I did want to join the Blab, and then we got sort of distracted, is this new thing they're talking about, the Netflix for clothes.
No.
A subscription service which allows fashion-conscious shoppers to simply stroll into their favourite high street store and rent that must-have jacket.
Oh, Kat.
It's in the Independence Day. It's not really Netflix. It's being described as a Netflix for clothes. I'll send you the link.
Oh, could you?
Because yeah, I mean, it's, you know, there's this problem of people who go shopping at the weekend and they buy 17 bags of pre-mark clothes.
Yeah,
and sometimes they don't even wear them.
I know.
They just throw them away. And I think we're let's face it, we're a little bit older.
I'm appealing. I've done my demographic on YouTube. 30, I think 40 plus.
I mean, I do have the odd item of clothing that I've bought and barely worn because of whatever, but it seems to be a lifestyle thing. You go shopping because it's a thing to do, and you buy all these clothes and then you just throw them away.
Oh, I know. Well, I hope I got that message out earlier. I was saying about 35 tons.
Yeah.
35,000 tons in landfill. It's terrible. Did you see me flash my leggings?
Oh, yes, I did. I did think it was a little bit weird when you sort of said, I've no idea who's been wearing them. It's a little bit kind of like...
Well, that is the problem. This is the problem, what people are all panicky about that. But just wash them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wash them if you've got an issue with it, Sniff them. Sniff them. Sorry.
I think on that note, I think we made it away.
Yeah. Before we get kicked off Blab.
Nice.
Thanks so much for joining me.
Bye.
Bye.